Okay, so this is for a little bit of thoracic extension under your upper back. And again, doing the fascial mobility first, and then we'll work into some active range of motion against gravity, and then maybe even doing some strength work. I have these little pinky balls, they're stuck in a sock, so I have 2 of them. You could put those underneath your mid-back. They're a little bit more rigid, so I'm gonna opt for my softer ones. So I'm gonna use 2 of these. There's several things you can use, a roller, that kind of thing. So I'm going to put them right here, and I have to kind of hold them so that they don't come out from underneath my back. So I'm going to put it right near, kind of like bra strap height, maybe a little bit higher, and find the spot that we're stiffest, which is usually right about kind of across from my sternum for a lot of us. And so from here, I'm supporting my head in my hands, and right here, all I'm going to do is allow my body to slowly come over the ball, and maybe I'm just gonna rest here for a little bit. And I can really feel how tight my left shoulder blade is right now. But you might notice some tension. This isn't something that my body necessarily needs, but if you tend to be a little bit more curved forward in your upper back and starting to get stiff in your thoracic spine, this is a great one to do. And then from here, I can just do a little baby sit up, and maybe I find a different spot. But I want to try to see if I can find a position where I could stay here for a bit of time. If you could stay here for about 5 minutes, that might be great. You may not tolerate this with your arms, so you could put a pillow into your head. You could prop your arm with like a pillow here. I guess you can put your arm at your side if you needed to. But it might be nice to have it in this position because it makes my back start to back bend a little bit more. Okay, so passively starting to get some back bending and extension so that we're not doing all of it in our lower back, right? So let your ribs drop down this way, let your sternum go towards your throat, and just starting to open up that upper back, okay? So maybe I've done a few there, maybe sat for about 5 minutes here, and then I'm gonna come off of that. And so if I did that, then I want to start to re-educate that. So then you just go into what we call prone extension. My body is long here, okay? And what you want to do here is if you have any back issues, you may want to put like a pillow underneath your torso. So it could be as simple as something like this, and just putting it in the spot, basically between my pelvis and my lowest ribs, to give me a little bit of space back here. So that way, when I start to work on my upper back, I'm not going to go straight into my lower back. And I am long with my legs. I'm not gripping my butt. I can feel my belly coming in a little, my hands pressing into the floor. And then from here, I'm going to think about dragging my shoulder blades towards my waist, pulling my belly in, and starting to think about pushing a marble forward a little bit with my nose, and maybe my heart also pushing that same marble forward. So I'm not doing it with my neck. It's from my heart. So right here, I'm protected in that low back. That low back is long. I feel that length in the spine. I start to work my upper back. I'm not lifting past my ribs because my arms prevent me from doing that, and then I come back down. Okay, so just prone extension, pulling your tail away from your head and your head away from your tail, going into that kind of curl back as if you're going up the inside of a wave that would be curling up and crashing over my feet. Okay, and then, so this can be super duper small, really, really small. A lot of us just go straight into our lower back. So I want to get my upper back to make that same curl backwards that my neck and my low back are already in. Prone extension, okay? And then if that feels really good, I could either take the pillow out or keep the pillow. And then this one is called dart. So I turn my head to the side to start. I kind of rest here. My shoulders are flopped forward. And then again, like I could flop my tail. So now right here, I'm going to charge my legs up. I'm going to send my sacrum long, pull my belly in. And then from here, I'm going to pinch my shoulder blades a little bit together, and I'm going to start to look at the floor, and maybe I just come a little bit off the mat. Now right here, I feel my belly coming in because I can speak. I could even giggle. Giggling makes your belly kick in. It's kind of fun too. And so right here, again, the shoulders drawing down and back and feeling the work in my upper back more than my lower back possibly, and then coming back down. And I can do that a couple times. Use my breath. I could maybe say my name here, Pamela Turner, something like that, that will make sure that I am not holding my breath, okay? And then back down. So that's the advanced version.